Don't let them take no more of our freedoms from us every day. They want to come into our homes and take our guns and faith away. Oh, they're insane. Oh, they keep pushing their lies on us every way. If you come for my family, then there's gonna be hell to pay. These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Ticking time bomb, stop, drop, roll. Finger on the button, who's got control? Weaponize the news every time I scroll. Come from my guns, but I lock and load. Prime from my hands when I go cold. Pray to the Lord, but they want your soul. They gonna have problems if they come to my home. Till they get my message, I'ma say it slow. Scrolling through the news, anxiety, it starts to hit me. Bible by my pistol. Pistol by my whiskey, politicking just to trick me. If you want it, come and get me. But if you sliding through that door, it's a semi. Fight for the stripes, but the blood still dripping to the grave, all waving and the flag still whipping. They want my liberty, they won't strip it. They want my land, they won't get it. My grandfather's blue collar's dirty and frayed, cause he keeps rolling in his grave for what they did to this place.
These colors don't run.
Hey everyone, good to see you. Hey Darlene, Cindy, Tracy, Dee McLean, Carrie, and my baby girl Sky. Good to see you. Sky's kind of feeling down. She had another encounter today, and I told her to watch us, that they are good people still around, and that we all love her. So she might not talk because she's still kind of a little upset. But Sky, we got this. And I know you just heard the intro song, but Sky, I want you to listen to this. Maybe. Let me see. Y'all just stay with me just for a minute. I'm making sure our baby girl's okay. I've been saving this. I've worked on it, and with AI, I got it finished, but I was going to save this for you, Sky. But I think you need to hear it. So this is for you, Sky. Hey, Chris, good to see you. And since y'all family, y'all can hear it too. But I kind of wrote this with AI for Sky.
Another morning breaks the gray, but you're the sun that lights my way. My only reason to arise is reflected in your waking eyes. I live for just that simple part, the gentle smile that holds my heart, a quiet promise, soft and new. The day begins and ends with you. I'm gonna love you forever, or die trying. There's no other truth, there's no denying. Sky, you're my heart and my soul, it's all I know. I love you more and more, and I will never let you go. Darkness falls and we're alone, and all the seeds of peace are sown. I watch you breathing in the deep, and know a silent promise he will keep, to hold you safe within his arms, protected from all worldly harms. And in that peace my soul is free, just knowing you are here with me. There's no other truth, there's no denying. Sky, you're my heart and my soul, it's all I know. I love you more and more, and I will never let you go. This life's a fragile, fleeting thing. We don't know what tomorrow brings, but my one constant, clear and true, is every single road leads back to you. My purpose found, my compass set, the moment that our spirits met. Forever or die trying, yeah, on you I'm relying. My heart, my soul, it's all for you. Sky,
Love you, baby girl. Hey, Bitback, good to see you. D. McLean, okay. Hey, Melanie, good to see you. So, Sky, just because people can be mean, there's people that really love you and care about you and will fight for you. I mean, we might get a little bit bruised up a little bit, but I would take every hit for you, baby. Okay. Okay, Sky, you can go in pain, okay? Love you. Okay. Tracy sent me this the other day. It's a picture of Hillbilly Word of the Day. Toad. I done told you today. once today. Ain't gonna told you again. My grandpa used to say that. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I was planning on putting a video with it with pictures and give it to her for her on her birthday, but you know, things happen. But it's all good. All good. Yeah, I'm still going to do it for her, but I was wanting it to be a total surprise, but a mama has to do what a mama has to do. She got a little upset because no, never mind. Okay. The illegal truck driver situation. Here's a little bit of a news clip on it. I didn't find much news because number one, I was handling something, and number two, they were just talking about Mandani pretty much, and don't want to get upset again. So here's about the illegal truck driver situation.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem announcing nearly 150 illegal migrant truck drivers were arrested in Indiana during Operation Midway Blitz.
223 illegal aliens have been arrested and taken off of our roads. Of those, 146 of them were drivers. That includes 46 semi-truck drivers and another 82 of them that were either box trucks, buses, moving vans, vehicles such as that. The CDLs that were issued to those individuals were issued from over a dozen different states.
This as Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy announces a federal crackdown on migrant truck drivers.
We are going to go after the CDL mills that are issuing licenses across the country. We are diving into the companies that hire these drivers that may not have a license, that may not have a lawfully issued license, or do not speak the language.
American Truckers United co-founder Harvey Beach and Shannon Everett join us now. Thanks so much for joining the program, gentlemen.
Happy to be here.
Yes, sir.
So I guess my father's a truck driver. Apparently, this has been an issue for a while. I guess the major question is, how are these folks, individuals, some of them that don't speak English or read English, able to pass these tests?
Yeah, so this has really exploded over the last 5 years, and in what's known as a non-domiciled, the proliferation of a non-domiciled CDL, and also what's known as a B1, B2 border crossing card. And so, you know, there's been an effort across the industry to reduce standards to solve a so-called driver shortage. And in doing so, they relaxed the standards for these driver's licenses to be issued, but only in certain states. You know, one of the things that they found in the sting in Indiana and also the sting in Oklahoma is that all of these drivers are coming from the same regions and the same areas. And so there's a lot of illegal activity going on. And I think that's demonstrated in the fact that not every state's participating in this activity.
So, Harvey, I guess the big question is, have other drivers on the road complained about this? Was there a shortage in truck drivers? I mean, you can make a really great living doing this. I'm sure there's plenty of Americans that want these jobs. Is that the reason why they decide to cut the standards?
There has not been a driver shortage, Lawrence. There is a lack of pay versus the lifestyle that our drivers have to deal with out there. And these guys and ladies, our American truck driver community, they have been complaining about the foreign invasion of their industry and the things that they're having to deal with on a daily basis. I hear it from my drivers in our orientation classes every week.
I want to show this clip, and this is a truck driver that was pulled over in Arkansas. He was unable to speak just basic English. Let's play it.
You understand English? You do? Why did you park here? No, no good. Is there anybody else in the truck? Is there anybody else in the truck?
My company.
Your company. Okay, you don't understand English. What company do you work for?
My company.
Get a girl.
California.
Melanie.
Your company's called California?
Yeah.
Speak up.
Yeah, you don't understand
Love you.
I guess that's also the next question. Who are these companies? I mean, I can only imagine the insurance premiums to hire someone that really doesn't qualify to drive these vehicles.
That's the great question, and more importantly, who's loading them? You know, so most of these drivers are working for new carriers. People would be amazed. The Americans would be amazed at how many new trucking companies are created each and every month, and who is it that owns these trucking companies? And so most of these non-citizen truck drivers are not working for your generational American-owned trucking companies that everybody knows that's based in their communities with large terminals and the appropriate infrastructure for running a safe American trucking company. They're all going into these hot spots in Illinois and New York and California, Pennsylvania. You know, you heard the secretary identify, 12 different states. And that's because, they have protection in these sanctuary areas. And so the real question I think America needs to start asking in each one of these wrecks is whose freight was on the truck, and
Right.
why are these shippers not being held responsible for loading people that can't even speak English? And they can't say they don't know, because the guy has to go on the dock, talk to their employees when the truck gets loaded, and get handed a bill of lading. And what we found is that a lot of these shippers now are offering multiple different languages on their check-in screens and with their dock workers. And so it's a huge problem across the industry, and we need accountability for the shippers and brokers.
People die as a result of this. Something has to change real fast. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining the program.
That's true. Today, after my little incident, I had to go to my family doctor and to get checked out. And there was a truck driver in there, and he was getting his physical done for his CDLs. And he said, of course, he had a MAGA hat on and Trump t-shirt on. So I was like, I'm sorry. He says, you're sorry about what? I said, all the illegals giving truck drivers bad names. I said, my dad was a truck driver, and I said, and this just irritates the crap out of me. He says, yeah. He says, we're getting a bad reputation over it. He says, but you know what? He says, we're strong. He says, look, during the COVID, they tried to take us down. He said, but that didn't work. He says, these illegals ain't going to stop us. And I said, well, that's right. I said, the truck drivers are the back of America. I said, that's how we get our stores filled and how we get what we need to survive. And he says, yeah. He says, and we know that. He said, so, and then he went into like his drop-offs and pickups and everything. And he said that the company he works for said that that they do extensive background on their employees, and said they do random drug tests every week, and they have to work for this company. He said you have to get a physical every 6 months pretty much. He says they're on top of it. He said because they want the best of the best drivers. And I said, well, I'm glad because that's what we need. I said, whenever I see a truck now, I keep my eyes open. I said, because you never know who's driving it. I said, before you knew if you had a flat tire or something. I seen a bunch of 18-wheelers pull off a 77 and help stranded motorists. I said, so nowadays it's sort of scary. He said, yeah. He says, we got to get back our good name. And I said, well, yeah, will. I said, most of us sees through it. And they're trying to stop it. He said, yeah. He said, but the sooner the better. So I did talk to a trucker today. 5 minutes, pass it back. And he was countrified. He said that he says, we was talking about California. And he says, yeah, he says, he says, they want to send me out there. He says, but nah. I told them nah. And then they tried to send me to Washington State. And I said, nah. Just keep me on the East Coast and Midwest and I'm good. You ain't sending me to the West Coast. He says, I'm not. He says, nope. 4 minutes, pass it back. And then we got this one. More details on that terror plot that got stopped in Michigan.
But first, breaking tonight, we're learning new details of the ISIS-inspired terror attack allegedly planned for Halloween in suburban Detroit. That reported plot was foiled by the FBI. It's a story we first brought you Friday. 2 men are in custody tonight. The details of the scheme are actually chilling. Correspondent David Spont starts us off tonight with that story. Good evening, David.
Brett, good evening. We are learning this investigation into what could have been a Halloween massacre began months ago. It involved surveillance from poll cameras and encrypted chats. 2 men appeared this afternoon in a federal courtroom in Michigan and are facing charges in what authorities say is an ISIS-inspired terror attack that, if the suspects were successful, would have likely taken place on Halloween in a Detroit suburb. Investigators say the men used the term pumpkins as a code word for a possible attack on LGBTQ bars or clubs. Mohammed Ali and Mashid Mahmoud, along with the juvenile referred to as person number 1, are accused of plotting this mass shooting. According to court documents, Ali was practicing shooting at a local gun range. There were messages between the alleged suspects about planning the attack, but of course it never happened. On Friday, authorities conducted searches in both Dearborn and nearby Inkster, Michigan. Officials moved in and recovered 3 AR-15 style rifles, 2 shotguns, 4 handguns, and more than 1,600 rounds of ammunition, GoPro cameras, tactical vests, and other gear. FBI Director Kash Patel posting on social media today in part, the FBI acted fast, followed the evidence, and likely saved countless lives. A lawyer for one of the men said this was a case of, quote, hysteria, that all male group of suspects aged 16 to 20 were role-playing computer gamers and that no terror event was planned. The DOJ thinks differently. Both men could face up to 15 years behind bars and remain behind bars with a detention hearing set for next week. The unnamed juvenile, Brett, has not been charged at this time. Back to you.
Okay, Dave.
Sad situation. 1 minute, pass it back. Sorry, Cindy, I'm late. Gator Girl, after the national anthem, I want to show you something. You'll be proud of me. Three, two, one. Whose breath strips and USA, USA, USA. Thank you very much. Okay, Darlene, cross your fingers. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to show people what I've learned today. This morning, anyway. So, let me see right here. Okay, I think I got it. Y'all ready to see what I learned? Here we go. And the ones that know me knows I'm not too computer smart here.
Do you guys want to hear a joke?
Yeah, let's go.
Why don't eggs tell each other jokes? They'd crack up. Do you guys want to hear a joke?
Yeah, let's go.
Why don't eggs tell each other jokes? They'd crack up.
So, what do y'all think about that? I got to figure out how to stop it. Yep, I broke my date with Darlene. Darlene was going to be my test guinea pig, but I had to break my date with her. And I just wanted to show y'all that now I can. So if anybody has anything they want me to share, I can now. Which is going to take me a while to get used to it, but I about know the gist. Let me see. Let me see. I got one more news clip. This is John Fetterman. I know a few of y'all sort of thinks he's not on maybe being sneaky, but after his interview, I mean, I still believe he's a good person, even if he is a Democrat, but I believe he's still a good person. So, here's it.
John Fetterman, thank you so much for sitting down with me. I want to start by asking you, when you ran in 2022 for the United States Senate, did you ever imagine that in 2025 you would be sitting down with a Trump for an interview?
Well, I mean, I certainly would be open to it because it's always a pleasure to talk to.
Yeah, that's right, Gator
just
Girl.
having a conversation. I
Yeah.
think that's really important. It's actually even more important now, the kinds of times that we're in right now. You know, we can't ever collectively turn our back to others. And people are increasingly forgetting to remember that we really need each other. So having this dialogue and having a conversation, that's what this is a part. And honestly, it's a pleasure to be here.
Well, thank you. I'm so happy to sit down with you. I think one of the things that a lot of people love about you is that you seem to choose common sense over just kind of blind party loyalty. And you've gotten a lot of pushback because of that. Why do you think that is?
I mean, for me, it's in a sense, it's kind of easy to be that way. It's like, you know, if something that I happen to believe is true, or where the truth is in that situation, whether it's like, say, for Israel or for securing our border, it's very easy to follow that. And I don't check. I mean, I know how that might cost me politically, but then I think it's important to follow real truths in those circumstances.
Darlene's
I think that the people who you represent in Pennsylvania probably agree with your stance on it. And I think it's very refreshing, actually, to see a politician do those sorts of things and follow common sense. But do you feel like a lot of the establishment here in D.C. is missing that, maybe on both sides of the aisle, but particularly with the Democrat Party?
Oh, well, I mean, a lot of people forget or doesn't understand the state that I am honored to represent. Pennsylvania, perhaps the most purple state in the country. And I am not just representing Democrats. I'm representing 13 million Pennsylvanians. And now I refuse to call members of the other team as fascists or Nazis or those other kinds of things. Because if you do, then that implies that, well, the people that vote for them must be the same as too. And that's absolutely not true. I know and love many of people that voted for the president. And they're not fascists, they're not Nazis, they're not here to destroy our democracy. They have different values and different views on what they think is the American way of life. And that's why I refuse to engage in those things. And that's why we really have to find a way forward. And after the tragedy with Charlie Kirk, people deserve to be able to grieve and the appropriate space to grieve and acknowledge the horror of what happened. And I'm not going to get in an argument or try to make points or say, well, this I disagree or whatever. It's like a father was shot in public, and now, hey, let's just let people realize the tragedy and let people grieve. And, you know, Pennsylvania, that's where the president was also shot. And now I was 30 miles away and like, oh my God. And it's like, thank God he was okay. But imagine where our nation would be if that could have gone in that same way. And where would our nation be?
Well, I appreciate so much, and I think so many Americans do, hearing you say that. Hearing you say that Trump supporters are not Nazis, we're not fascists. You have been willing to break with your party on some very big issues. On, for example, the confirmation of Pam Bondi as Attorney General, supporting the Laken Riley Act for border security, strikes on Iran, paying federal workers, as you know we're seeing play out right now. So what goes into your decision to come forward and say, you know what, I think this is right? Do you get pushback internally from the party?
Well, I mean, let's, you know, like Laken, the Laken bill. I actually, my good friend, Katie Britt, she reached out and saying, hey, would you be willing to co-sponsor? And I'm like, yes, 100%. You know, she's Alabama. She's a different party, but she's one of my dear friends. And that's why we happen to agree. We need to secure our border. I'm very, very pro-immigration, always have been, still is. But two things must be true. We need to secure our border. And then I do say that my party has done a bad job about our border. Absolutely, undeniable. And that's why I joined her. And I thought that we have the appropriate numbers of votes to do it. And that's exactly what happened. And like the Iranian, like that was, I really kind of led that charge. I'm like, absolutely. How can we allow Iran to acquire a nuclear weapon? Absolutely, absolutely. That would transform the Middle East for the worst. And that was entirely the right thing. And I celebrate that. And that has helped reshape, and that might make peace possible. And now that's another thing. That's a big deal, you know? The president, that peace deal. Why can't you celebrate that? It's like that war has torn the region apart, but also in our country too, the political sides. And now if that's ending and now you can actually work on peace, why can't you just say, hey, that's a big deal? I was disappointed the way, you know, my party seemed to kind of back away from Israel. That's our key ally. And they have the kinds of values that we live and what we aspire here in our nation.
If you could advise the DNC or the leaders of the party, whoever they may be, in what they need to do in order to get back those blue-collar voters, a lot of them probably from your state of Pennsylvania, who crossed over party lines and voted for President Trump in 2024 and Republicans, what do you think, what would you like to see happen in terms of your party going forward?
I don't give advice. I joke that except on fashion, but no, like it's like I'm not here to give advice on my party, but I try to be an example of leadership as a Democrat in the most purple part of our country, and that grew up with the other side. And I never lived in the kind of bubble, and I refuse to believe the very worst things about the other side, because I just know that's not true. They are great people, and now that gets back. It's been just very distressing. We are forgetting that we really need each other, and now political violence and things. It's like I think we need to hit the brakes.
I love to hear you say that. I love to hear you say we need each other, because I think that's right. And I think that that's how this country was supposed to be. That's how this country was founded. And it feels like we've gotten very far away from that. But I think that's why people gravitate towards you, Senator, because you seem to be very open to sitting down. You're sitting down to have a conversation with me. You actually...
And I'll get grief for that.
I'm sure you will.
That's absurd. It's like no one is my gatekeeper. No one is. Why wouldn't I have a conversation with people if we have different political views? We can oppose each other on the floor and we can have different votes, but that doesn't mean that you're a terrible person or I'm not going to call you a name. It just means we're all Americans and we all love this country, and this is part of democracy, and that's I'm an honor to participate in, but I think I want to elevate that conversation. I don't want to turn it into this kinds of circumstances where it leads to more and more political violence or more chaos.
Well, you've actually been willing to sit down and talk with President Trump. In fact, you had dinner with President Trump. If you don't mind, tell me how was your dinner and were you surprised at the end of it?
Yeah, and I think this was in January, but before he actually took office. But I think that experience, I would use the same words that my friend Bill Maher uses, gracious, and just absolutely, it was pleasant, and it wasn't a show or anything. It was just like a conversation, and we could find things that we might agree on, and I thought it was a good conversation. And honestly, why wouldn't the senator of the state that carried him in the election, and I know plenty of people that voted too. Hey, he invited, absolutely. It's not about bending a knee, it's about having a conversation with the president, and I think that's entirely appropriate, and as a senator, I'm not sure why anyone would find that controversial. We have to work together. That's how it works. Some terms we're in the majority, sometimes we're in the minority. That's why we all work together. That's the way democracy is.
Click here.
But I thought that was very interesting. I thought hearing the full interview of him, and he seemed on the up and up. He hasn't been faking with us. Seems anyway. But I've been fooled. Hey, Carrie, good to see you.
Hello, I'm here. Very good. Very good. Yeah, that's good. There's our country's lacking in legal immigration. We're too slow. We don't need millions. We don't need millions like they're trying to get across, but like the illegals. But we need people legally coming across. Getting their citizenship.
The good ones.
Uh-huh.
We don't need the scum.
Hey, Darlene, did I miss you?
I got a message, and I want all the chat family to keep Tracy in your prayers. She's at the hospital. That's where she's at now. They're running tests on her. She's having trouble breathing. So she's been there since this morning. So keep her in your prayers. I know she's in chat, but just keep her in your prayers.
Yep, prayers. Yeah, I'll say one right now. Did everybody hear AOC today?
Carrie, honestly, I haven't paid any attention
Oh,
towards New York.
you got on that. They're so giddy about their victories. She said, if you're a Democrat, you don't keep with us. We'll run right over you. Basically, that's not verbatim what she said, but basically she said, if you don't follow us, we're going to leave you behind.
I will send a link to his acceptance speech, like after he won, and it just gave me cold chills.
Yeah, I watched about three, four different people on the street asking New Yorkers about him, and they would say, "Well, he give us free this, and free buses, and free,
Yeah. Hmm.
you know, lower our rent. It's all free, free, free." You know.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
what is his what is his values? We don't know. What is he what he's going to do? Well, he's going to lower rent. Well, you know what? That happened before. It's still happening. You got slumlords all over New York, and when they get lower rent, they're going to get lower. The superintendents aren't going to fix the things like they're supposed to. It's going to go back to the slums again.
I'm
Even
going.
worse.
I'm going to say this away because I know if she said she's painting, but if she isn't, they're FAing, and soon they going FO.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as he gets in, maybe 3-4 months, it's all going to tumble down.
Yeah, and people will be complaining. Well, yeah, it's not all free. Somebody's got to pay for it.
Yeah, and then all the business owners and stuff are leaving.
They're all
So
leaving.
where are
Yeah,
they going to get their money from?
right.
Make that make sense. That's what I don't understand. They say raise the tax on the rich.
Yeah.
Well, you raise the tax on the rich, they're already paying. I believe someone said close to 80% of the New York taxes already. They're
Yeah.
the ones who paying it. And if
Right.
they leave, who's going to take up what they left behind? Nobody.
Well, yeah,
Because they're all getting everything free.
businesses pay a business tax, but the people that are rich, they pay income tax. There's a big
Yeah.
difference. You can't up the income tax on every rich person because they're going to quit doing. They're going to quit. They're not going to put money in their business. They're just going to shut down. 'Cause who wants to give 90% of their income? If they're making $1 million, 90% of that is what 100,000.
Okay, Gator Girl. Love you.
Yep.
They're getting ready to find out the hard way.
Yeah, it sounds good. It
You
sounds
made the
good.
bed, you sleep in it.
It sounds good. It sounds peachy clean. But yeah, it's not. You have to give people a break in business to get money out of them.
And to get employees because they hire people, which
They hire
puts money
people.
in the economy too.
Right. You have to be able to hire people. You got to be able to sell your goods, and if you're paying higher taxes, you're not able to do that.
Good night,
And
Gator Girl. Love you.
it's like in Biden's time, they were counting government workers in the employment rate, in the economy. Well, government workers cannot figure into the economy because what? Why? Why? It's because we're paying them. It's taken from us, so it's not in the economy. It's a burden on the taxpayers. We're paying their pay, so it's not really the nation's employment. You can't even count it really.
Yeah, I'm not that wise. I
But-
don't know much, but I know if you run the big companies out, your state's gonna go down.
It's going to go down.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's just common sense. I mean, I'm not smart on it, but I mean,
Yeah.
one
Everybody's trying
plus
to put.
one's two. The last time I checked, I don't know though. With
There's
this new
people out there
math,
every day trying to pull big business into other states. Every day, every hour, there's somebody out there trying to move a company somewhere else. And with things going like that in New York, they're going to be moving mighty quick. Well, a lot of them already have. Just with the people that were running.
I heard New Jersey's going to be a skeleton state too.
Oh my goodness! I don't know nothing about the woman that won. I guess I haven't been paying attention. New Jersey's just like an offspring of New York, to
It's a
me.
little New York. It's a little New York to me.
Yeah, yeah. But what really shocked me was Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness!
I'm
He
still
wants to kill.
worried about that one.
He wants to kill Republicans, and
And they accept it. They accept that.
yeah. Well, they already know. We already know they're up for murder. So what's different? What's any different with age?
Right.
When you have that,
Everybody just going crazy, going flipping
when
crazy.
when you have that mindset, when you're willing to kill a child but save an eagle, you might as well kill everybody. And some of them think, some of them think that you should be able to keep, abort children all the way up to 4 years old, even.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's murder. You might as well just say, purge everybody. And they probably will try it. The way things are going. I mean, I hate to say it. That's a scary thought, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
People are crazy. I mean,
tell me about it. I found that out today.
Yeah.
Someone crossed that line and they found out. I told them, I said, when you hit me, you better make sure I don't get back up.
That's right.
I got back up and
yeah, people are getting cruel. I mean, they're getting flat mean.
Yeah, they are. And the saddest part is that they're going after our children. They're trying to get to our children.
Right.
And, I mean, I just turned my back away just for a minute. I was talking to my cousin. I just turned away just a minute. And next thing I know, this guy come crying. And then this older person come up and was just cussing Scott. No.
Yeah. Yeah, we understand. It's a shame, the people are that way now. Hey, Priscilla, how you doing, sis?
What gets me is they don't go for the ones who defend themselves.
No,
stand up for themselves. They go for the little ones and
right.
the weak and the innocent ones. They go after them, trying to influence them, and it's wrong. It's not wrong. I'll get 2 or 3 stitches every day if I have to.
Everybody see that?
Yeah. It's
beautiful.
Pretty. Yep.
Anybody interested? Jerry is selling them. He's got a hook, a chain up there.
Mm-hmm.
I just got it yesterday. Beautiful.
That's pretty.
So if you got Facebook, she's got a page just for this stuff. She got one flag that is it's awesome. $25. It's not not bad for the flag. It's
Yeah.
I'm not trying to push for the sales, but she deserves credit. Very very
Right.
beautiful,
Yeah, it
beautiful
is.
stuff.
Well, I don't have Facebook.
No, that was an eagle. It had the flag on the wing and
Eagle.
had
Eagle.
the stars
Sweet
on one
eagle.
wing and the stripes on the other.
But I like it. It's pretty. It was pretty.
Yeah,
Pretty.
I saw it. I fell in love with it. I gotta have it. I don't have the money, but I'm gonna get it. It was the first one. I said,
Okay,
I got.
Carrie. I'm gonna be coming knocking on your door now.
Uh
I'm gonna be driving to Florida, knocking on your door.
oh.
Since
Come on.
and it will be disappeared. I'm gonna borrow it.
Yeah.
That's what I tell my dad. My dad when I go up to his house and he's got something. I said, Dad, I need to borrow that. He says, Go ahead and take it. I know you are.
My stepson made my wife a Emma Kelly clown on the earth with the clouds like faces of other clowns on a
Yeah.
big wood slab, like a cedar a cedar slab. It was about 5 foot by 3. I had to hang them on my front door, and I'll be doggone if somebody to steal up and walk out my front door with it.
It wasn't me.
No, I know. I said, oh,
Not that time. Now that eagle gets disappeared.
yeah. Oh,
You blame it on me.
I got to worry about everybody. A lot of sticky fingers. Yeah, my granddaughters. Oh, I like that. Mm-hmm.
That's the first words. I like that. Then it's done for. You better put a tracking device on it.
Yeah, that's right, Dee. She got some good stuff. I'm proud. I'm proud she's doing it. Maybe that's not the right word, but I am proud of her. She does a good job. And she got a flag that I got to get it.
I don't have
That's my thing. Eagles and flags. I've got that giant flag that was at the border that I won. I got to find some place to use it. It's huge. But yeah, New York is in trouble. I mean, all the people. I didn't see it. There wasn't one person to come up with a good explanation of what that Joker could do.
He can't
Except
do a darn thing. He can't do a darn thing but just turn it into what's them places that Muslims use?
Yeah.
One of those places. I don't even know. I don't even. That's how I don't. Only thing I care about is God and Christianity. I don't
As
even
long as they, as long,
Muslims or.
the one thing about it, if they don't use Sharia law, it'd be okay. But they want Sharia law, which is totally opposite of what the Constitution, says. And they'll try to do away with the Constitution to put in their Sharia law.
But see, though, Carrie, this is a part of their plan.
Yeah.
They're insulating these people. I'm being nice. these people into like school boards, into the counties, into the
Right.
county offices, and then they get known, and then they creep on up a little bit to the Senate and to the House, creep on up to
Well, that's
state,
them
to the
and the Alphabet Club. All of them doing the same thing. They're
they're
padding.
sneaking, they're
Yeah,
sneak attacking us.
right. And they get in there and they bring their friends, and it just keeps building. Well, that's what happened to Disney, and it didn't take long. Didn't take long at all. Yeah, mosques, Cindy.
Um, Madani there, he was just a council. He was on the board, and see, he jumped up all the way to mayor. They're sneaking it. They're sneak attacking us. But we're not crazy. We see it.
Uh huh. But I know how they are. They'll smile at you one, smile at you one way, and then slap you in the face in the other. Yeah.
Oh Lord, Lord, we need
You're,
you now.
yeah.
But it's all right. We just got to trust and believe. God knows. God's got a plan, and He knows what He's doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I mean, there's some good Muslim people. It's just like my grandchildren's paternal grandparents are Muslim. He died, the grandfather, but the grandmother, she stood and held my wife's hand until she passed. That just, and they were with us. They were visiting us when they caught Saddam Hussein. They were dancing all over the place.
Honestly, I don't know any.
I went up there to pick up some tools because I was up in Ohio, and I just went over to Toronto. And man, they called in the whole neighborhood. Made a big fancy chicken dinner with rice and everything, and they washed their hands with the holy water, and treated me like I was a king, really. But
they're playing nice. They're getting you on their side so they can slap you.
yeah. I said, boy, what's up with this? But yeah, they're radicals.
I mean, they're good and bad in every type of person.
Yeah, the radicals is what you got to look out for, and their law that they want to pass. I don't know why they. Well, I guess because the women are they treat them like dirt.
I'd rather just stay with my people and my family.
That's right.
I don't like investigating other situations. It could get me in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So I just stay with like-minded people.
Yeah. Yeah, they have the right. They have the right to practice their religion. Now, I don't know about. I don't know about taking over a city. A complete city. That kind of.
Well, that's just about like with gays.
But
You do you. Just don't push it on me. I mean, I know some gay people, and I know some. I just know different people, but the one thing they don't do is ever push it on me or,
right.
Act out in front of me or anything.
Yeah.
We get along. You do you, and I'll do me. Don't be throwing it in my face or talking about it or we'll be good.
But you know, if you think about it, all through history, though, the people that are different, they always tend to segregate. They tend to segregate their own communities. You know, they tend to go there with their own people.
Sometimes I like trouble. Yeah, sometimes it's a good thing to be in trouble.
Yeah,
Keeps you on your toes.
that's right. I remember when
I really don't want to see two men kissing.
no,
No.
no.
They can do that in their own space.
Yeah. I don't know how in the world, you know. Oh, that was a bad talk, Gary. You know, women can get away with it, but men, you know, that's gross.
No, women can't either. Not
I
around
know
here.
it's gross too, but that, you know, they tend to yeah,
Not
tend to
up
be a
around
little
here.
more lenient.
Honestly, I think women gets it worse here than the men do.
Yeah, when I lived in North Carolina, there was, I mean, the mills and everything up there around Charlotte was all gay and trans, yeah, trans.
That's why I stay in the foothills.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't go to the big cities.
well, they were out at they weren't in Charlotte. They were like in Belmont, Mount Holly, and Mooresville, and you know, they weren't actually in Charlotte, but Charlotte was bad.
Well, ain't none nowhere around here, that's for sure.
That's good. That's why I
For
got out of there. Man, trouble, huh? Middle name's trouble. Yeah,
Trouble. Well, D, my nickname was the Taz.
that's
Growing up, my grandpa, my uncles. Here comes a little Taz.
I identify as Yosemite Sam. Uh, oh, my grandpa, his favorite nickname was Jackass. Come here, Jackass. Yeah, my grandma told me, "Hey, Carrie, go give me a poke." I'm like, poke, poke, poke. And I bought her a poker. She goes, "You dumbass." Excuse my French. No, she said, "You dumb Jack." Yeah, Jack. You know what a poke? You know what a poke is?
Yeah. Like a grocery bag, something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I
See,
found out real.
I got you. I know this talk.
I found out real quick. Not a poker. That was funny.
Oh, D. I would tear junk up. Every room I went into looked like a hurricane went through it. They would
Yeah.
yell at me, pull me up by my ear, and my grandma and grandpa. I mean, they was pretty strict. Grab me by the hair, the head.
That was a common thing back then. Grab you up by the ear. I think everybody got that. Yeah.
And then me and Grandpa will be sitting underneath the apple tree, working on some walnuts, and he'll say, Have you ever had an Indian burn?" I said, "No."
Oh no.
I said, "I get a sunburn." He says, "Here," he says, "stick your arm out here and let me show you what an Indian burn looks like." And dummy fell for it. I stuck my arm out there and he twisted it, and I was like, I was screaming bloody murder. My grandma come out of the house. "What's going on out here?" And I said, "Grandpa's trying to kill me."
It'll rub the hair off your arm.
It stayed red all that evening, and the next morning, and then it finally started going back white.
Yeah.
That wasn't even right.
That or go and blow against your shirt on your arm, make the hot air burn you.
No, but that taking his hands and just rubbing it, friction or something. I don't know what it was.
The friction heats up.
I was like, "Oh, Lord."
Yeah, it'll take the hair off your arm. Yep.
He was rough with me.
That would be abuse now.
Yeah.
You wouldn't dare do it.
I'd be child abuse.
Yeah.
I wish I'd known that growing up. If I'd known that growing up, I would have called 911.
They'd have laughed at you back then.
Because I was crying. It hurt.
Yeah, they would have laughed back then. Yeah, things have changed.
Yep.
Yeah, our kids are weak because they don't know what it's about to get rough.
They don't know how to climb a tree. They don't know how to play in the dirt. They don't know how to make a mud pie. They don't know how to do these little things we did growing up.
Half of them can't even ride a bike.
Yep.
It's sad, you know. So what was that one meme where the guy said they actually drank out of a water hose?
Shoot, we didn't even have no water hose. We'd just go to the faucet and turn it on outside. Lean over and put our mouth.
Yeah. Oh, you got to watch. So you got to let it run a little bit. Burn your mouth off.
Yep.
In the hot sun.
The water hose was for our slip and slide.
Yeah.
We had to wrap it up and put it to the side. So when we was outside playing and wanted some water, we'd go and lean over the faucet and get our water.
Yeah, I just think back a lot of you would. Whew.
And he says the sheriff still laughs at him when they call out of his house.
Yeah, that's right, Priscilla. Good old days. The good old days.
They was, and listening to their stories about when they was growing up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we would get that metal slide, you know, and we'd take wax paper and wax it down. Man, go down in a hurry.
I use baby powders.
Baby powder. Never tried
Yeah,
that.
because I would stick to it because it was so hot in my skin because I always wore shorts. I would stick to it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd sprinkle baby powders down it and then I'd go right after it.
Yeah, the wax paper worked good too. Boy, you slide like crazy.
Yeah, the good old days. Yeah, Priscilla, them mud pies was pretty good. Right after the rain, go outside, find you a big old mud puddle. Start dipping you out some mud, putting it in a pile.
Yeah, make mud balls. Yeah, all kinds of stuff to entertain ourselves.
Yep.
There was this street with it went downhill, and there was a mound like come out towards the road like a jump.
Mm-hmm.
We'd take our bikes and we'd try to jump all the way across that street. Crazy stuff. Let alone going down the hill, on our bikes. However fast we were going to move, we were flying. We'd make those orange crate carts, the like a go kart. Put the wheels on them. We get down that hill.
Who took a piece of cardboard paper with a clothespin and pinned it on their bicycle tire and made it click, 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 click?
Yeah. That or a
I
playing
used to
card.
do that.
That or a playing card.
Yeah, that was our that made our back unique.
Uh-huh.
That year is coming. I thought that was cool.
Well, hey, we all had to have one of those bells on that you push a little lever. Cling.
Yes, and yeah, I showed Sky a few days ago how to do that. She was like, "Mama, really?"
Yeah, we use the car hood for sledding. That was fun, especially when it turned backwards.
Yep. And then old
and
tires.
I had a border collie. They got him when I was born, and he died when I was 17. But he would wait till we got halfway down the hill and run and jump on that hood. It just was spinning away. He would jump on it.
Good night, Tracy. Love you. We're praying for you. Feel better. Please.
Take it easy. Take it easy, Tracy. Yeah, that's what I used, D. I used the playing card.
My dad would whoop my butt if I mess with his cards. Nope.
Yeah.
I'll just rip a part of the cereal box and use it before
There
I
you go.
touch
We used to do. Yeah, we'd do that too if we couldn't find a card.
I ain't touching his stuff. I knew better. I wouldn't be able to sit down for a week if I mess with his cards.
Yeah, we'd save up our money and get our own cards.
Well,
Talk about,
in my parents' eyes, we was kids. We didn't get allowances.
Oh no, I didn't get allowance either. I had to work for it.
We was there to please them.
I didn't get no allowance. No. I sold Grit newspapers. Everybody remember Grit?
No,
Grit,
I don't.
Grit newspaper. Well, they went out of business. Yeah, it wasn't long after I was a kid. I was about 25 when they stopped putting them out. but they were like they weren't. They were the forerunners of what's that rag paper to come out? Uh, National Enquirer. They were like that, but they weren't as nasty. You know, it was a good paper. But anything,
only paper I know of around here is Tribune and the Wilkes General Patriot.
yeah, we had our local papers, but this was like a national
We
thing.
don't get them around here.
It was.
We have to look it up to get any news if it's national, pretty much.
Yeah. It was like the little mini stuff in when you're watching the movie after the war, you know, the war footage in the middle of the film. Probably don't remember that either.
Nope. Sorry.
You could go to the movies and they'd show a little war, you know, old war news for about 5 minutes or so, like a commercial.
Oh, really, D? Priscilla is ripping. Hold on to something. Don't get blown away. Wind's not blowing here today. Yesterday it was really bad.
I saw Ricky this morning. I saw Ricky this morning. Well, yeah, I saw him on this morning.
Wasn't he in Dana's?
Yeah, he's in Dana's. Changed his name too.
Not again.
Yeah, well, it's still it was S Red, not Ready. Something I guess it must have been his normal identification. Must have been his normal the way YouTube's putting putting the identification down, like you just opened it, you know. Where was this? Oh, West Virginia. Whoa.
Wherever Priscilla's at, the wind's whipping. And Dee said that Tate said it was 40 to 60 miles per hour.
Yeah, I wasn't on our RAV today. I watched Dana, and I watched, like I said, those on the street things. There was Cam, what's his name? Cam Wrigley, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a good one, but they wouldn't talk to him, and he would just walk away. Of course, he's new, but he did good. Yeah, we're gonna have to get mad. Something's gonna have to make us mad and get back to where we were before the trucker convoy. You know.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much.
I mean, what happened? You know, it was like 9/11. You know, everybody patriotic, and all of a sudden, boom, they're gone.
Seems like they've forgotten.
Yeah, we were lining the bridges for the truckers, and now we ain't doing nothing. We're hot and we're cold. But if we don't pay attention, we're going to be in a lot of trouble.
See, I'm at this crossroad here with that. I'm to the point where like California and New York and Chicago, just let them find out. Let it happen. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. Just let it
Yeah.
happen. But then on
Oh, I
the
know.
other hand, it leaks out to
Other
all of
states.
the other states. So see,
Yeah.
I'm torn.
You
I'm
have
torn
to.
between just
The,
let them find out and just let it go, leave it to
yeah,
go.
we have to.
Let it
We
go.
have to. We have to let these other states that are tending to go that way. Let them know. Heck no.
Or should I get upset and keep ranting and raving about it? I mean, it's like you're darned if you do and darned if you don't. I mean, either way, I mean, and I just pray that if anything does go sideways with New York, that Donald Trump don't give them no funding.
Right.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Cut them off. Cut them right off. And
Yep.
if need be, build a wall.
Make it like the
Fence around it.
make it like the movie. Make it
Yep.
New York a prison.
Give the patriots enough time to get out if they want to, and leave the Muslims and
Yep.
the radical
Them all
Democrats
there.
right there, and just
Gotham
block them
City.
off. Yep,
Gotham.
just block them off.
Yeah. Gotham
Make the
City.
wall high enough, and then put barbed wire around the top of it, and electrify it. So when they touch it, they'd get shocked.
Yeah,
Just
she's in Pennsylvania, I think. Up close to up close
let
to
them
New
be in
York.
their own sin, their own trouble that they caused. They voted for it. Let them handle it.
Yeah. But then they act like they didn't want it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
crazy.
why I say we give the Patriots time enough to move, and just then after enough times went, build up the wall, cut everything off, and let them go at it.
Yep,
See how you like it.
that's right.
You got it. You made your bed, you lay in it. I was told that when I was a teenager. When you do something wrong, you have to accept the consequences.
Just knock them out of the United States. And the whole East Coast. I mean, the whole West Coast, not East Coast, West Coast. California, Oregon, Washington.
Big old long wall there.
Yeah.
Well, we got four states from Canada, so
Well,
that would just about cover what we're cutting off.
well, San Andreas might take care of that. Just split them off. Mm.
I tell you, I can't. I'm just a little bit frustrated, a little bit aggravated, a little bit let down in the people, a little bit of this and a little bit of
I was
that, and
more
I'm just all confused.
I was more disappointed because I knew it was coming. We
And
all,
see, if they was
we
warned, they can't say they didn't know. They
that's right.
didn't know.
We all knew. We all knew. And they just, well, I mean, if they're going to vote in AOC and keep her in there, what else? I mean, it, I mean,
That's right, Dave. Lock them up. Lock them in one place, locked down.
yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, just, and you can't.
And you can't talk to them. You can't. They
No,
won't even talk to you.
no.
I mean, that's No, it wasn't a surprise. We kind of knew it. It's just that I was hoping that there was more with common sense than there was that they would see through it. But again, let down again.
It just like I said, I was watching Cam. I was watching Cam, and some dummy in the chat says, "Well, why don't you go? Why don't you go look at stuff in a red state?" Because there's nothing like this going on in red states. They're behaving themselves.
Yeah, I mean, we got bad here too. Like our governor, he's a piece of
Oh,
crap.
oh yeah.
We got bad people, but see, we figure out a way to balance it where it's not like New York and California.
Right.
Like all of our state houses and everything, they're mainly Republicans.
Well,
They
that
stop the governor's crap that he tries to push on. See, it's like balances, but
yeah,
when you
North
got a
Carolina.
state that's completely Democrat and radical Democrats and
Well, you vote the lieutenant governor separate. You know, where most states
yep,
you the governor picks the running mate for lieutenant. You know, which is good. You know that could give you a balance there too.
yeah,
It's like here in Florida, DeSantis. He's not always good. You know, he comes up with some lulus, but 99% of the time he has a good idea. He wants to put a tariff on people coming in. You know, with all
yep.
this going on.
Like Tom Tillis, he's not running next year. Well, old Roy Cooper, our ex-governor, wants his position, and I be there. No, no, we're gonna get a good Republican. Tom Tillis wasn't nothing but a rhino, pretending to be a Republican to get in there because they see how we do. Like, yeah,
Well,
we'll let
I
the
like
Democrats get a win every now and then with the governor, but pretty much the Senate and Congress and all that, we go with Republicans because they pretty much, and even in
I
our
like
court
Mark
system,
I like Mark Richardson.
yeah.
I mean, he was
But
good. He should have made governor, but they didn't elect him.
because of the lies, because of
It
the
is
lies,
Richardson, right?
Robertson,
Huh?
Robertson.
Robertson. I get Richard. Yeah, I get them.
It was all because of the lies from things that was said about him 20 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
That done it, and that's the way they roll.
Uh-huh.
I mean, to me, your past is your past. What you did in the past doesn't affect what you're doing now. If you've changed, then you've changed. You shouldn't be holding someone's past against them.
Good night, teacup.
But if you're still repeating the same actions like Mandani in his words and how he acts, then yeah, use the past against them. But if they've changed and is doing right, then you go with what they're doing. You don't go bring up trash.
Yes, like
Love
well,
you.
yeah, a lot of people had to climb out of the gutter to get somewhere. You know, it you know, especially when you're black. It's unfortunate, but you know, it's a, you know, it's the common thing.
Okay, D,
Yeah,
good night. Sweet
yeah,
dreams.
it's time to get off of here.
Yep, I gotta
Good,
get Scott in bed.
yeah, good
Do
talking
our
to you, Tina, and everybody. Love every one of you,
Love you. Good night.
and good night, all. Oops, which one am I? There we go. See you tomorrow.
Alrighty. Good night, family. Love each and every one of y'all. Be safe and have a blessed evening. And tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow.
Every step I take, every stride I make, I look around, sometimes I feel alone. Think about this life I live, only so much time to give. I'm on the run into the unknown. The line I'm walking's a straight one, outside I say it ain't fun. I'm not here to impress anyone. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. Down since I left town, sorry for the letdown. Don't know the next time that I'll be around. When I ask myself why I do what I do, there's a couple reasons, yeah, I can count a few. To all the ones that are proud of me, to all the ones that doubted me, thanks for watching my dreams become reality. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. This road I'm on.